Okay, now we're going to work on the cute little cheek flowers, and we want to make sure the middle one is the largest and 3 little ones on the side, and we're going to add a couple of teardrops and dots around. And you can choose what color. You can give them a choice of color, blue, pink, or purple. And these are the colors that we're going to be using right here. You want the darker hued ones because they show up better with this particular technique. So I have the blue, the purple, and the pink, and we also need white and a little bit of glitter. So we're going to start with our white, and we're going to make sure we have a lot of paint on there, and more paint than water on this particular one. So it needs to be a little bit thick in order to hold up to these dark hues. All right, and you want to make sure there's a lot of paint on there. Okay, and that looks good. And I'm going to use the pink, and I'm going to keep my brush straight up and down, and I'm going to disturb this color. And right now it shows white. Well, we want to disturb it until it shows pink. And whatever color is on that pot is what color we're going to get on the end of our brush. So just keep wiggling in a circular motion until you get a nice pink end on there. Okay, and that looks good to me, and you can take a look and see that it's just tipped on the end with the other paint color. All right, and now we're going to make that big flower first. And we're going to do that by keeping our brush perpendicular to our skin, and we're going to touch down and just push the bristles into our skin to create a petal. We're not moving our brush this way or that way, we're just pushing the bristles into our skin in the direction that we want the petal to fall. So we're going to take the next one here like that, and we're going to leave a space in the middle here so we have room for a dot later. And we want 5 petals, so you need to get good at placing those petals. This one's going to be bigger than the other flowers. And how to make the smaller flowers is you just don't press into the skin as far. So you just have a little petal just by pressing down a little ways. And this takes a little practice, so that's why, you know, we're having practice. So we have one here, we have one on the other side. You want to make sure you don't run into this flower, so it might be better to do these petals here first, so that you're not running into it by accident because you started these petals too close. Okay, so now we have our 4 flowers, 3 small ones and 1 big one, and we're going to add a little bit of glitter to that because we want these to be shiny and pretty. And we're going to come back and we're going to wash out our brush because we can't have that pink. We can't have the pink on the brush to go back to our white pot. So with the clean brush, we're going to go back and we're going to get a lot of paint and a lot of water to do our dots. And we want that brush almost overloaded, almost dripping, but not. Nice and fat like that. And that way, when we touch the brush to our skin, it creates the dot without having to wiggle or anything else like that. Okay? Touch, touch, touch. And now we're going to add a few more dots here and there. And we want them in 3s. We want a smaller, medium, and large. Okay, and that makes it look really pretty. And you can put these wherever you like. 1 set for each flower. And then we're going to come back. I took a little bit of that water off that brush by rubbing it against the side of my pot because I want to make 3 teardrops on the cheek going into that big flower. Okay, and there you have a cute little cheek design.